Hello, welcome to the tutorial on Ms.Sweeney's Google Meet sessions. So this document is going to be emailed to you at the initial part of the semester. It will be posted on Schoology, and you will have access to it always. So Google Meet is going to be the place that we meet together to have class activities, all right? So in this remote style of work, we are going to be using Google Meet as our class platform. We are not using Zoom because the district is telling us that Zoom is going to be going away with a lot of its features. So I'm just going to start with Google Meet before they take all the features away. So we meet myself as your teacher and you become more familiar with Google Meet. All right. So every day at your designated class time, you need to log on to Google Meet, and I am going to take attendance, all right? It's obviously going to be a slower process at first, just because we're getting used to logging in and all of that. So your period one is from 9:45 to 10:45. So you are expected to come in at 9:45, log in, I'll take attendance, and then we'll continue on with our class session, all right? Sometimes Mondays are going to be a little bit longer, but sometimes you might just log in for attendance and then you can log off and I'll tell you what you're doing for that day. All right. If you're in period 2, you log on at 12:15, and then the class goes till 1:15. A lot of the times, again, we're not going to be on Google Meet the entire time. We're going to be on Google Meet for a small amount of that time. I will assign you your class work, whether it be an individual, collaborative with other students, or maybe you'll be meeting with me depending on what we're doing. That's why it's so important that you log on every day so you understand the objectives and the goals for the day. All right. If at any point something happens, just communicate with me. I will have office hours from 2:35 to 3:10. So if you miss logging in, you can log into office hours and I can fix your attendance. But if you don't communicate with me at some point throughout the day, you will be marked absent and you will not be able to make up the assignment for the day. So just keep that in mind. All right. So how are you going to log in? So you press on this link. All right. Just like so. And that link is also provided in your calendar. On your Google Calendar right here. So that link is also right here, all right? So it should show up for you, all right? So there, I'm gonna press join now, and then you'll be in, okay? And that's obviously echoing for us, all right? So when you log in, you can mute. I ask that you mute, and then you can also turn off your camera if you need to, but I prefer that when you initially log in, I see you, so I can mark you present. And then if you're just listening, you can turn off your camera. When we have more discussion-based things or interactive activities, I ask that your camera's on just because it's not as awkward when you're talking to a blank screen, all right? Sometimes, specifically on Tuesdays, not all Tuesdays, but many of the Tuesdays, especially if you're in Golden Bold, we will be doing small group activities, which you'll still log on to the large group. We'll go on, and then I'll give you your directions, and then you'll go into your small groups. So to do that, you're just going to open a separate tab, and this will do it for you. So if you're, for example, Isabella, Joe, or Leslie in period 1, you're catering group number 1. You press on the link, just like so, and then you're going to pay attention to your class code. And for group 1, it's strawberry. So you press on click or join meeting, strawberry, and then you and your group press join now, okay? And then we'll all be in there, all right? So you can see that like that. And this is what I mean by turn off your microphone, ending the call, and then turning off your camera, right? If you are on a small group session and you want to present, you can present now. You can do your whole screen, a window, or a Chrome tab. So you can kind of play with those features. So it's just something kind of cool to do, all right? So you'll the more we use Google Meet, the easier it will be for you to manipulate that. All right. And then lastly, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you are going to log in the full group session. Okay. Again, some days we'll stay logged in for, 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30, depending on the activity. And then other days you might just be logging in for 5 minutes. I give you what you're supposed to do, and then you have work time the whole time. All right. So make sure you're logging in for the attendance purposes and to get an understanding for the day. Mostly on Tuesdays, you're going to be using these links for your small group sessions. And then on Thursday and Friday, you are going to be assigned, especially for the first couple of weeks, because you're going to get started with some like certifications and things like that. I am going to meet with each of you for a 5-minute touch-based meeting. So to do that, it's the same thing. You're going to press on this, all right? And then you're going to, if you're period 1, you're East Catering P1. And if you're period 2, East Catering P2. So you just copy and paste that. Join or start meeting, just like so. And then you'll be right in there. Again, when you log in, make sure you turn off your microphone, and then we will have our conversation. If you're someone that doesn't like to talk with others, you can always use the chat feature. So I can show you that. So there we go. So if you don't feel comfortable talking, you can just say hi, like that, right on the right. All right. So you can do whatever you feel most comfortable with. All right. Right now I do have it populated. So I'm going to meet with 50% of the class on Thursday for 5-minute sessions, and then the other 50% of the class on Friday. It's just because of the amount of kids that are in each class. Golden Bold, for now, I just put you all together, and I have you down for a 10-minute time slot. And again, we're going to do this for the first couple of weeks just so I can have that touch base with each student. And then that's all that's required. So on Thursday and Friday, you're going to log on to the large group session. I'll give directions. You'll go to your allotted time for your individual 5-minute meeting, and then you'll have work time for whatever I have assigned to you that day. All right. I hope this tutorial helps you. We'll obviously be explaining it more as we practice, but please make sure that you are logging in for attendance. All right. Thank you. Have a good day.